Because when you first start out, the companies are gonna take a long time before they pay you. Sac passe to all my go-getters. My name is Edgy, and in today's video, I want to talk about 4 things that you must know before you become a notary loan signing agent. Those things might sound like negative things, but believe me, they are not negative things. So I want you guys to know certain things before you fully get committed in this business. A lot of time I got into a business and I was focusing so much on the money. I kept focusing on the money because they kept saying that I could make $10,000 a month, and it made me not think about anything else, because there's other things you have to be aware when it comes to getting in a business. So I'm not gonna talk about money at all. If you're watching this video, you already know how much money you could make if you become a loan signing agent. The number one thing is the cost. You have to know that before you get into this business, there's going to be a cost. You will spend $500 to $1,000 to become a loan signing agent, because you have to become a notary, you have to become an NA certified, you have to buy a printer. Honestly, that's gonna be your most expensive cost. If you could buy a printer, whew, you just saved yourself like half of the headache. Majority of the cost and majority of the headache is buying a printer, especially because right now, because of the pandemic, it's so difficult to find a printer. A realistic number is around $700 to spend to become a loan signing agent. The second thing that you need to know is the time. At least give yourself a month. The process is gonna be a little bit long. When you become a notary, they're gonna send you things in your email. You have to sign a couple of things. You gotta take tests. That's if you're on top of your game and you're doing everything. If you're taking your time, it's gonna take you more than a month to do everything. It might take you 2 months, right? Because you still gotta take the test. You still gotta pass the test. You gotta take a background check. My background check took like 3 days. Some people, it might take a week. Every state is different. Just be aware of the time it's gonna take for everything to happen. So the third thing that you must know, you're going to have continuous expenses. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of business. But you have to be aware of your continuous expenses. When you first start out, it's gonna take longer for you to get paid, because a lot of time you're gonna get work from the signing services, and the signing services take long. It takes about 30 days or more for you to get paid. So because of that, if you get a lot of work coming in, you're still gonna have to buy your expenses. You're still gonna have to buy your paper for the printer. You're still gonna have to buy your toner, because that's gonna finish. It's not gonna last very long, because you're gonna be printing out 100+ pages. Plus, you're gonna have to print out a copy for the signer, right? You're gonna be printing out a lot of paper. So you're always gonna have that, and you're gonna always need pens. A lot of times you're gonna leave the pen with the signer. If you're working paycheck to paycheck, when you get paid, your money is over, then it's gonna be very tough, because the first month is gonna be a challenge once you start getting a lot of work. Depending on your volume of work, so you have to continuously buy ink for your printer. That's gonna be a cost that you have to set aside. So after that month is over and then you get paid, then everything is gonna be good, right? The fourth thing is gonna be your money, the time you get paid. Like I was mentioning before, a lot of times you're gonna get jobs from signing companies, right? Because you have 2 options. Either you could get work from signing companies, or you could go direct. You go directly to the title company. But it's harder to get work from the title company because you have to market yourself. But it's easier to get work from the signing companies, because the signing companies, they're not that tough on you if you do a mistake. When you're new, a lot of your jobs are gonna come from signing companies. The only issue is with signing companies, it will take 30 days or more for you to get your check. You know, some of it is net 30, some might take net 45. So if they're gonna take longer to pay me, I'm going to need some money saved just in case my toner or my ink runs out or my paper runs out, so I could still have money to buy these things. All of these things, it might sound negative, it might sound like cons, but like I mentioned earlier, it is not. It's just certain things that you have to be aware of so you could be prepared and ready. Because I know once you're prepared and ready, you're not gonna be surprised. And one bonus thing as well, when you're a loan signing agent, you're gonna get a lot of last minute assignments. A lot of times you're gonna get your documents late, and you're just gonna have to work around that. And that's something that's very normal in the industry. And remember, when it comes to being a loan signing agent, you could take your time. You don't have to try to do everything all at once. You don't have to try to buy the printer, become NNA certified. First, focus on becoming a notary. You could be a notary for a year, 6 months, for as long as you want, and then when you have the money, then you could become certified. Because that's the most important thing, to become a notary. You know, becoming certified is not required by the state, but it's required by a lot of title companies. And another thing, I did a video that talked about how much money it costs me to become a loan signing agent. I will link that video in the link in the description. So make sure to watch that video. It will give you an idea of how much I spent, so you could kind of get an idea of how much money you would need. That's basically it. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, my name is Edgy.